everyone, Great Power 60 here. Today I am going to show you how I created these cute shaker tea bags, and I've kind of added my own twist. I got the inspiration from Septeria 18, and I thought I would share how I did these. I did try a couple with vellum, but today I tried these tracing paper that I had picked up a long time ago at Dollar Tree, and I never really used it, but today I started using it making these tea bags, and they turned out really well. So I'm really pleased that I finally have a use for the tracing paper. And it can take the place of vellum. It's nice and light, and it's easy to work with. So what I'm going to do is cut up a couple of sheets and give you the measurements in just a minute there. I'm kind of moving things around to make room. So the measurements are 3.5 by 6. So I've just speeded this up here so you don't have to watch, but I'm going to use up all of the paper, save the little pieces. So 3.5 by 6 is perfect. Now I'm going to take out my scoreboard, and it's really quite simple. I'm just zooming in here so you can have a little bit of a better look. So that's 3.5 by 6. So on the 6-inch side, I am going to score it at 2.5. The paper's a little fiddly, so you might want to hold on to it. It's very thin, but it scores pretty good. So 2.5 and 3 and 3.5. Then we're going to turn it onto the 3.5 side and score it at 1 inch and at 2.5. And that is it for the scoring. Now we're just going to fold it up. It's actually quite easy to work with. It's a little bit more forgiving than vellum. And before I fold any more, I'm just making sure that it's straight. I'm going to use, I think it's 8 inch, 1/8 inch, 1/8 inch, the smallest one I could get at Dollar Tree, double-sided tape. And we're going to just put tape on one side. If you hear my kitty in the background, he's looking at me like, feed me again some treats. Okay, I always burnish my double-sided tape to make sure that it's down nice and secure. And then we're just going to fold it over, close it, and that'll be the only taping that I'll be doing. Now that side that I'm showing you is the side that I taped, and this is the other side. So we'll fold it in half, and that should be on the 3-inch score line that we scored. So we're going to now fold it up. So the plain side is going to be on the outside, and when we fold it up, we're folding the part that we taped so that that is in the inside of the tea bag. I hope that makes sense. I'm just going to burnish that down to make sure that it's nice and firm there. And it should make a little W. And the outside will be the smooth part and the inside would be the part that I taped. And now all you have to do is fill it up with your favorite sequins, goodies, whatever you want to put in there. And I just grabbed a mixture of what I had. And I'm putting half of it on one side, and then I'll put half on the other side. And you can put as much or as little as you want. Through practice, you'll sort of figure out, you know, how you want to fill it up. These are really quite easy to make and a lot of fun. And they turn out really cute. So now what I have to do is fold each corner at the top there. I'm just making sure it's all nice and even. Fold down the corners so that it makes it look like a tea bag. And this is kind of the fiddly part for me, is to try and get them, while you're doing it on camera, it's sort of doing it up in the air. You know, and when I'm doing it myself, I have it on the table and I'm trying to make sure that they're both even at the bottom, because you don't want it to be crooked. I'm just fiddling with it. And that's pretty close. So now I'm going to use this string, and I've measured it about 5 inches. I probably cut it down a bit, but you can use embroidery thread or cord if you have it, or you know, any type of string that you like. I just thought that that cord kind of looked a little bit like it's a little thicker than what you would find on a real tea bag, but I just liked using it. So what I had to do there was stop my video for a second because I thought I had my hot glue plugged in and I didn't. Now it's hot enough. So we're going to just add a little glue inside one of the flaps, get rid of the string, and put that little thread, whatever kind of thread you're going to use, in there. And then I'm just putting a little on the other side to kind of flap it down and secure that one side. Just makes it a little easier to work with. And once that is down, I'm going to turn it over. And using, I don't have a small stapler, so I just use my big one. I would love to get one of those small ones. I don't remember the name of them, but a lot of people use them for crafting. I'd like to get one day, but not right now. So now what I am doing is I'm looking for a piece of cardstock. It's about a 1/2 inch wide, and I'm going to cut it at about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. And that's totally up to you how you want to put a little piece at the end of the string to make it look like, you know, one of those tags that they have on tea bags. I just thought this was the quickest and easiest. You can use all pretty colors, you can do whatever you want. And I'm finding it just a little long, and actually after I cut it I realized it was probably just right. Now I'm going to use a little hot glue again to attach the little string. watch your fingers, it's hot. And that is your little tea bag. And you can decorate it any way you like. Now, I don't have any small punches that are really big enough to cover the staple. So if you have anything, you could use washi tape, you could use anything at all. But I had these little circles, I think they were little sequence circles, and I put one on each side. So it doesn't completely hide the staple, but it looks kind of cute. So I decided that I would use the same thing here. So with a little hot glue, I'm just going to attach that one on the front. Like I say, I wish I had them just a little bit bigger. It would cover the whole staple. And that is pretty much it. The only thing left to do is to embellish it and decorate it any way you like. What I decided to do was use, and you'll see it stands up by itself. It's really cute. So now you get yourself a shaker tea bag. And what I decided to use were these clear stickers that I had purchased a while back. I think last week, the week before, I don't remember when I got it. And I just like putting the flowers on it. I just thought that that just added a little something simple and yet pretty. And these stickers are so hard. I always have a hard time getting them off. The last time I used these kind of stickers was with my grandson, and he was an ace at it. He could take it off with no problem at all. And now to try and get a little piece of greenery. I just wanted to add a little something extra. Now I'm speeding this up because I had such a hard time getting that piece off. It was just near impossible. But finally, I got it off. It was a longer piece on the sticker, and I just cut it in half just to add a little greenery, a little something extra to the tea bag. And that is how I decorated my little tea bags. I found the tracing paper was more, it was similar to actual tea bags, and that's why I really liked using it. I made a lot of cute ones. And I think these are absolutely fantastic. Here I'm showing you a vellum one that I made, and that was a pink vellum one that I made. But to be honest with you, I really, really prefer the tracing paper. It looks like a tea bag. You could probably tea stain it to make it look more like a tea bag, but I like them just the way they are. And I think there was one there. That's the one I had forgotten to put a little topper on. So I'm searching in my little stash here of punch out, and I'm going to just finish it off so that all of my little tea bags, these are going to be great for adding, I think, for adding to pocket letters, to flip books, to albums, junk journals. I just think they're just the cutest idea and so easy to make. And I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making them. And I had to stop because I was just going a little crazy making like way too many. So that means I've got to either make some flip books or some loaded envelopes or something to start adding some of these goodies that I've been making in the stash. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.